So it's Friday. It's a little bit later than anticipated. It's 8:20, and we've just got up. It's been pissing down most of the night, so it's going to be a very, very wet air show.
This is how you get ready for a wet air show. To this. So welcome back to the Royal International Air Tattoo. Today is day one of the air show, and the air show is questionable. So the rain has been hammering down since the early hours of the morning. The good news is the wind has died down, so there is a chance that something will go up, but it's all question marks at the moment. Sarah and I are taking this time to go and have a look around the static display. So we're currently in the Italian section of the display. They're celebrating their 100-year anniversary since the start of their Air Force, so they've brought quite a lot of stuff along with us. So we'll have a look around that, and then I think we're going to get in the shelter and hunker down and wait for the worst part of this rain to pass. It's really coming down now, so let's go see what we can see.
Yeah, but before that, we need you to do a little spin in your outfit.
So we bravely tried to conquer the air show, but it's only 2 o'clock and we are back at Sofia. So we've looked around as many of the statics as we could. We've seen a couple of things display, but there's not a lot going up. Even the Reds couldn't display today, so we gave up after getting absolutely sopping wet.
I mean, we've done 9 miles.
We've walked 9 miles, yeah, so we've had a good walk around and a mooch around and a look around everything, but it was just getting to the point where everything was just getting a little bit miserable. The rain has not let up since before we woke up this morning.
Yeah.
The airfield's wet, everybody's wet, everyone's a bit miserable.
There's people walking around in shorts and t-shirts, so like, my hat's off to them.
I feel sorry for the organisers, because to get this sort of weather in July is just rubbish.
But this is currently the state of the van. We've only been back about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, so we're just trying to dry everything. I've made the bathroom into a bit of a drying room, and we've got the diesel heater on.
Who puts the diesel heater on in July?
It is a bit hot to have the diesel heater on, but we need to do this again tomorrow, so we need to dry everything. And looking a little bit insane, but
like a sauna in here in a minute.
So I think we're going to make some lunch, tidy up a little bit, and then just chillax for the afternoon, I think.
So today Sarah and I were stopped as we were walking into the air show. Someone called us by our name, which took us both completely by surprise, and it turns out it was someone who watched our video and has been watching our videos. So sorry we didn't get to take your name because we were a little bit taken aback, but thank you very much. Here's a mention to you, and I hope you continue to enjoy the videos. So everything's getting a bit muddy here. This is how people are getting onto site.
So welcome back. We are now on Saturday. So yesterday you saw us come back in the torrential rain, and we didn't vlog because we dried everything up and basically chilled. Lee read the programme for the Royal International Air Tattoo from cover to cover, and then we went to bed, and we've woke up. It's actually 9:30 and we're not in the ground yet. So a big shout out to Diane, Tony, Harry and Joe. We're looking forward to meeting up with you guys. So what are you looking forward to today?
Yeah, so the weather is a big question mark today. I don't think it'll be as wet as it was yesterday, but the wind's going to cause a few problems. I don't think we'll see any of the warbirds go up. I think we'll probably see some fast jet action, and there's some big stuff due up, so we might see that as well. So yeah, I think we'll just take it as it comes today, have a good look round, and I guess it's one of those days that we'll see what we see. The campground is a bit of fun yesterday. The busiest people yesterday were the tractor drivers, who were towing all sorts of vehicles into position because it is like an absolute mud bath outside. So it's wellies on today, and we'll make our way into the showground.
We are on the airfield, and it's sunny and it's not raining.
been another exhausting day at the Air Tattoo. Sarah and I are absolutely done in. I think we've done another 10 miles today, and we wore our wellies for the whole day. So my ankles are absolutely screaming. Sarah's already had a nap on the couch, and curling up with our new friend who we'll introduce you tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a good day. We weren't expecting to see as much flying as we did, so we were lucky with that. The weather kind of held off. A bit of wind and rain, but most of the fast jets went up. The classic warbirds couldn't get up, but hopefully we'll see some of those tomorrow. But I think I'm just going through my camera gear and just trying to make sure that's all ready for another day tomorrow. And hopefully it'll be a lighter day tomorrow as we just try and tick off those things that we've not seen. I think that's all to do for today. Let's see what Sunday brings. Good night, see you in the morning.
We are back for the third official day of RIAT. Let's see what we see today.
So here we are back at Sofia. We're another good day we've had at the Royal International Air Tattoo, and that's the last day of the official air show. We have had an absolute blast of a time, quite literally. The weather has been different. It's been raining, we've had hailstones, we've had sunshine, I've got sunburn, I've been cold, I've been wet. We walked back from the air show earlier this afternoon and got absolutely soaked through as there was a sudden downpour of rain just as we were getting across the muddy fields. But we got back to Sofia just in time to see the B-52 fly over. So Sarah's going to whack a shot of that in now. So we've got our new friend Biggles, who we picked up at the air show, Biggles the duck. So he'll be joining us hopefully on some future adventures. He's had some fun this weekend. So here's just a few photos of him and what he's been up to. And on the way out of today's air show, we did our normal and picked up a load of pin badges. I thought I had most of them. I was pleased to find that there were a few that I didn't. So I have picked up a little bit of a haul. So they'll be going home on my pin board very, very soon. I'm happy with my haul. Overall, the air show's been very good. Tomorrow is a departures day. We're not quite sure what we're going to do yet, so we're in Sofia again for another night. We can watch the departures, but the big challenge tomorrow will be getting off this field. So this field has had, or will have had, 5 days of people driving over it after all the weather that we've had. The mud is insane at the moment, and the tractors are pulling people out left, right and centre. So when we do decide to leave tomorrow, it's going to be an adventure all of its own. Let's see what happens. And a very good morning back at Fairford Airshow camping. As you can hear, the action is still going on the airfield. It is departures day. Unfortunately, we're at the east end of the runway and all the departures are going out to the west. Unlike last year, that's just depending on wind and it's against us this year. So we're in the process of packing up the van and getting ready to make a move. I'll show you what the field's like and what we're up against to get out. So here's Sofia, just in the process of being packed up. We're actually in the white field, which is the quietest of the fields here really. but as you can see, still got some fairly significant mud to get through. Luckily all the campers that were down this side have gone, so we can use that. It has been fairly dry, so it's gone hard again. We just need to avoid the boggy patches.
So Lee is just doing final checks, and then we need to try and get out of the campsite. At the moment, not many people are getting stuck, which is good. So fingers crossed, Sophia gets out. So we need to drive to the kennels and pick the girls up, then go home, empty Sophia, and then pop her back in storage, and get her cleaned up, ready for the next adventure. Our journey out of the campsite has begun. Good to get out of that. So I think the plan is to stay off of those tracks. Okay, so we're almost out of our field. We've now got to do a turn into another field.
Sideways movements are interesting. Here we go. It's quite firm.
Okay. Nicely done, darling. Big bump, big bump. Ooh. Okay, we're into the next field. How are you finding it?
She is shifting. I know you probably can't see it on the camera, but she is shimmying left to right on some of this mud.
She's doing a little salsa.
Little salsa dance. Right, this is the one we've been worried about.
So this is the one where everyone's been getting stuck, and yesterday the Portaloo lorry actually fell off into the side and had to be recovered.
This is where the lorry went in the ditch.
Yeah, so over there is where the poor lorry got and went into the ditch yesterday and closed off the exit to the campsite for quite some time.
We're out. We're out. Out in one.
So now we're going to go pick up our girls that we've missed. So we've picked the dogs up, and in normal Lexi tradition, when you pick her up from the kennels, she barks. Lexi! Hello! Hello! They're very excited. So we don't let the dogs bark, but Lexi will bark the whole entire way home until she gets home. She's done it since she was a pup, hasn't she?
Yeah.
So yeah,